Welcome to this edition of The Extra Point. I am your host, Nick Rice. On this edition, we have stats, highlights, news, and analysis from a sensational week of football in the greatest team season. Let's kick it off in Tampa Bay, Florida. 96 Packers, 2020 Buccaneers. This was a matchup between two of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history, and Tampa's Tom Brady got the better of Brett Favre despite a sensational fourth quarter comeback by Green Bay. In a game that came down to a last-second suck-up field goal, the difference was in the return game. Tampa's Antonio Brown racked up 237 yards returning in a Buccaneers win 27-24. 72 Dolphins, 07 Patriots. The run-up to this game was fittingly a matchup between two of the greatest teams in NFL history. Both went undefeated in the regular season. The difference of this matchup had to have been the turnovers, won by New England 4-1, all of which were interceptions from the Dolphins' Bob Greasy. He threw his only touchdown early in the fourth quarter before coming back late with a terrific drive, only to throw the game-clinching interception to Vince Wilfork. New England is now 6-2 and leads the conference's toughest division, the AFC East. 2015 Panthers, 2010 Saints. While this one came down to the end, there wasn't quite as many fireworks as what we expected coming in. Newton played well, certainly better than Drew Brees, but it came down to a goal line stand from Carolina late. Ben Jacobs, the Panthers' backup linebacker, intercepts Brees in the end zone to seal a Carolina win, 14-10. Charger Dude 95 has two game balls to give out. Let's check out Week 9's offensive and defensive players of the week. San Francisco has now won 6 games in a row, largely led to this guy, Hall of Fame signal caller Joe Montana. 5 incomplete passes to 4 touchdowns in a rout of the 99 Titans. What a performance for the offensive player of the week, San Francisco's Joe Montana. Big Monday Night Football win for Dallas, led by defensive tackle Tony Casillas, who made the game-clinching play against Carson Wentz, picking him off, then returning for a touchdown. An additional 4 tackles and a forced fumble. He had a great all-around game, and the lineman from Oklahoma earns the Defensive Player of the Week award. Let's check out a couple of the divisions of the greatest team season, beginning in the NFC South. With Carolina's 14-10 road win over New Orleans, the Panthers have first place all alone and maybe the toughest division in this league. It's the only division with 3 teams having 5 wins or more, so it seems 2, maybe even 3 teams in this division will make the greatest teams playoffs. It'll be fascinating to see how this league pans out in the second half of the year. Meanwhile, in the AFC West, currently the Denver Broncos lead this tough division. But seemingly every week of the year, there's been a new leader in the clubhouse. So we're going to wait a while before making any determination of this division. Kansas City and Oakland are right on the heels of Denver right now. Week 10 of the greatest team season should be a doozy. Let's check out the upcoming schedule of the DSFL set. Here is the complete Week 10 schedule of the greatest team season. There are only 2 teams left with a bye the rest of the year. That's on the bottom, the 86 Giants and the 11 Texans. We go full steam ahead beginning Thursday night with Chicago at San Francisco. Then there are 6 division matchups. And then on the bottom right, a couple of primetime games to wrap up the week. New England at Indianapolis on Sunday night, and the Baltimore Ravens visit the Cleveland Browns on Monday night. 85 Bears, 89 Niners. We knew all season that this would be one of the greatest matchups of the year, and it's looking like it going into this weekend. The 85 Bears, by no surprise at all, have the league's best defense. Meanwhile, San Francisco has the number 1 ranked offense. The difference in this one might come down to the struggles this year from Chicago quarterback Jim McMahon. A lowly 6 touchdown passes through 8 games, and while he's gotten a boost this year from Walter Payton as running back, If he struggles like he did a few weeks ago against Cleveland, it could be a long day for the Bears passer, which certainly plays right into the hands of the strength from San Francisco. 92 Cowboys, 96 Packers. Green Bay is in the middle of a gauntlet this year, and they have another tough matchup in the division-leading 92 Cowboys. To no surprise, Aikman and Favre are both rolling right now, but Dallas has a much better supporting cast around Aikman as of now. On the contrary, Edgar Bennett, the Packers starting tailback, has had a brutal season at 2.2 yards a carry and just one touchdown run. If he doesn't pick things up soon, he's in danger of being benched in the second half of the year. Green Bay, if they can get anything going out of that guy, this would be a good week to do it against a very tough Dallas defense. 2007 Patriots, 2006 Colts. Get your popcorn ready for the matchup out of the RCA Dome between Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Not too often you get a showdown between two of the top three passers in this league and two of the top three passers, in my opinion, in NFL history. While Indianapolis is at a tough season, they, if everything goes right for them, could still take first in the AFC South by the end of this weekend. Meanwhile, New England has first place currently in the tougher AFC East, and a big reason is the turnover differential. That might be the category that wins the game from these two clubs, and it should certainly play a huge role in the playoff picture out of the AFC. And those are just three of the many, many great matchups of the greatest team season. In fact, if you're going to watch any highlight show, this coming Sunday might be the best one of the year. Sunday beginning with highlights in the extra point in 7 days, but until then, with all the content going on at the channel, we have more behind the scenes, that's stats, highlights, news, and analysis online at DreamSeasonFootballLeague.com. That's DreamSeasonFootballLeague.com. Check it out now. And until then, I am Nick Rice, and this is another edition of The Extra Point.